So I figured I'd give you a little idea of what I'm working on here. I've actually got my 94 Dakota. I've taken the rear end out of that truck. And then I've got my 93 Dakota. I've taken the rear end out of that truck. Now it may seem kind of silly, but there's a reason for that. This is the rear end out of the 94, and that has a locking rear differential, so it's actually got a what's called a lunchbox locker that's been installed in it already. What I've done here is I've actually just cleaned it up, and I've got it ready, primed for some paint. It was pretty filthy and had a little bit of rust that needed to be cleaned off of it. It was a lot like this one. This is the unit that came out of the 93, and you can see it's just, you know, it's just the way it's been for the last almost 30 years. So what I've done is I've cleaned this one up a lot, and I'm getting ready to paint it with some black paint. I've actually done some rust removal, a lot of rust removal, and I prepped it with some primer, and now I've got some paint that I'm going to put. So for any of you that are professional painters, you may be sitting here going, oh my God, he's painting that thing in his backyard. And I am not worried about this thing being a professional paint job. I am trying to be as consistent as I can with this paint can, and it's not going to be super consistent. But you know what? It's going to be a whole lot better condition than the unit was in when I took it off. It was pretty rusty. It was just needed a lot of cleaning. So rather than put it back on there just cleaned up, dirty, I decided to go ahead and shoot it with some paint, protect it, make it look nice so that it will look good going down the road, but that'll also keep it protected probably for years to come, and it'll just look a whole lot nicer than it did when it came off. So it's not about making a professional job, it's just about making it look much better than it was, keeping it safe, keeping it protected, and you know what, I want to be proud of how it looks as well, but more than anything, it's going to look a whole lot better than it did when it came off of there.